Well, good evening. At last it looks like we have the Brazilian team, or at least the Brazilian substitutes, making their way out from the dressing room into their seats just to the right of the tunnel. And there you can see the Brazilians. Edmilson, the number 5. You can see his number. You can't quite see his head at the moment, but you will in a minute. This is the second leg of Brazil's mini tour of London, taking them from the Emirates Stadium on Sunday to White Hart Lane on Tuesday for Wales. And memories, of course, of 1958, a World Cup quarter-final, the finest hour really for Welsh football, and also Pele's first World Cup finals goal. And Cliff Jones, who was a double winner for Tottenham Hotspur here in 61 and played in that game for Wales in 58, is here watching tonight. So here they come, Wales in red and Brazil in that famous strip, yellow and blue. Important, Mark Bright, that the Welsh players concentrate on playing the yellow and blue before they are intent on swapping shirts with the yellow and blue.
I think that's always important. I think Neville Southall pointed something to me really important. This is about your football development. This is about testing yourself against the best nation, one of the best nations in the world. You know, your man, the man you're marking, the man you're directly opposite against, learn from him. That's what you should do. You know, obviously you've got to look up to these players, respect them, don't fear them.
Well, Wales are officially the visiting team tonight for this neutral friendly, though they have the home dressing room, so it's the Welsh anthem first. London is not the land of their fathers, but still the Welsh band of supporters who have travelled here to White Hart Lane, heartily singing out their famous anthem. It's a big night for them. Has been cheered and revered in some of the greatest arenas in world football. Brazilian fans outnumber their Welsh counterparts at White Hart Lane tonight, and Brazil's starting 11 only contains 2 of the 11 who started against Argentina at Arsenal's ground on Sunday. That's the goalkeeper Gomez and Edmilson, the number 5, at the heart of the midfield, who is skipper tonight. The 9 changes mean that we get the opportunity to watch from the start Kaká, who scored that magnificent goal against Argentina, Ronaldinho, and also Arsenal's new face, Julio Baptista, who was a late substitute in the match against Argentina. He's the number 11. and he starts for Brazil. Number 4, Alex, at the back, is that player I was referring to earlier, who is at PSV Eindhoven, but part owned by Chelsea. Well, Wales played on Saturday in the Czech Republic, losing that European Championship qualifier, a bit unfortunately too. It was their first qualifier of Euro 2008. 3 changes from that. Mark Delaney has a knee injury. In comes Portsmouth's Duffy at right back. Gareth Bale comes in at left wing back to win only a second cap, and he's only 17. Rob Earnshaw replaces Carl Fletcher. Ryan Giggs, who partnered Bellamy on Saturday, moves back into midfield, and it's Earnshaw and Bellamy up front. And of course, Mark, Wales will look to Giggs, Davis, Earnshaw, Bellamy to provide pace and a little bit of magic.
Well, you're talking about the 2 small guys of Earnshaw and Bellamy up against, obviously, the 2 big guys of Luciao and Alex. And one thing that Bellamy's got, as we saw the other day, electric pace to get in behind. We've always seen that. It's just sometimes I just think he needs too many chances for a goal.
The Brazilian bench is pretty awesome. And there he is, the twice World Footballer of the Year. Had a little bit of a back problem on Sunday, which is why he didn't play against Argentina. He would have wanted to very much, but I thought Brazil were excellent on Sunday against Argentina. Like you, Mark, I was there, and that man scored just a fantastic goal, Kaká.
Absolutely, and with all the team changes, quite right as you say, Steve, we get an opportunity to see Kaká, and they are the fans' favourite as well, because I think they've proved themselves in that shirt. And obviously Ronaldinho, well, you know, what else is to add to him? You know, hopefully tonight we'll see a little bit of individualism as well as a lot of team play. His passing is exceptional. You know, the way he's tight control and his skills for every kid in the nation to witness tonight and learn from.
Well, Ryan Giggs is the captain of the Welsh side and the player to whom they will look for inspiration if they can get the ball. Mike Riley, by the way, is the referee. It's Brazil from right to left in the first 45 minutes. Wales looking to immediately dispossess Julio Baptista, who shrugged off the challenge of Bellamy. And Ed Mielsen finds Marcelo, who's the attacking left back. Ronaldinho's first touch into Dudu. Ed Mielsen. Julio Baptista. Good challenge. Maicon felt it from Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I thought the pass from Julio Baptista out to him lacked a little bit of pace, and that's why he just got caught. He's having to just poke it there. And I think in the Premiership that probably would not have been a foul. I think he clearly wins the ball first. Gareth Bale, a little over-eager, I think.
Well, I say good challenge, but I mean, it was clearly a foul, but it's a 17-year-old...
I think he takes the ball, Steve.
Yeah.
I think he wins the ball, and it's the follow-through that takes the man.
Wales need to impose themselves early on. They're not here to watch Brazil put on an exhibition.
Absolutely, you want to be part of the game, you know, some bystanders in it.
This is Wagner Love, that was nicely done. Kaká, Julio Baptista, Ronaldinho. Marcelo on the edge of the penalty area, and Kaká. And the shot from Wagner Love hit Louis Nyatanga. And that's a good block by Bale to get in the way of the drive from Maicon. Earnshaw just beaten to it by Luizao of Benfica.
I think one of those situations for people like Earnshaw and Bellamy, you're playing against, you know, one of the best teams in the world here. Let me show you what I can do. You know, I'm not just going to let you dominate me. I'm going to run you and get close to you and hustle you.
This is Carl Robinson, who's playing the defensive midfield role in front of that back three. It's given away by Duffy.
Duffy just got himself in a position there where he didn't have any alternative but to play that ball infield. He never opened his body up to play it down the line, and he just gave the ball away, and consequently it's a corner from it.
One by Dudu to be taken by Ronaldinho. Luizao and Alex are the central defensive partnership forward here. And it was won by Dudu, who got in front of Robinson.
Just a good in-swinging corner here from Ronaldinho. The quality is good. He gets in front, but he's got too much to do. I think it was just a challenge there. Might have been Robinson, just enough to put him off.
Giggs forward looking for Earnshaw. Maicon and Luisao did enough. It's Gareth Bale.
See, for me, the way that the Wales have set up there, Bale is really important and Duff is really important, because when the play's on the opposite side, if you're playing wing back, you have got to push forward and make the extra man. If you sit back, it'll make a 5 across the back.
Here's Kaka, who's going to play deeper than Wagner Love. Edmilson. Ronaldinho. Duffy just there ahead of Gilberto. Bellamy chasing here. And it's Wales' throw. Had those 2 great opportunities in the Czech Republic. Duffy to Bellamy. Marcelo. Ronaldinho. This is Maicon. Edmilson. Kaka. Dudu back into Kaka. Robinson's just going to follow Kaka all over the park. Ronaldinho. Back to Ronaldinho.
He's been held there.
Mike Riley has given nothing.
I think it was Carl Robinson had hold of him.
Here's Davis. Dispossessed by Dudu. Julio Baptista.
I think he's getting booed, obviously, because he's an Arsenal player and he's playing White Hart Lane.
And it's a corner. Duffy put it behind. Julio Baptista was roared to the rafters by Arsenal fans on Sunday. It's Ronaldinho. Oh, it was a free header, and it's scrambled behind by Gabidon. It was Alex who almost got his head on it.
Well, it's a great in-swinging corner, isn't it? He comes in unmarked, he should score. He gets a free header. I think he just half spots the keeper coming. I think he dips his head down, he puts his forehead right through that ball there. I think it goes in. Might be doing him a little bit of justice, he is stretching a little bit, but...
Edmilson put the follow-up wide. I'm not sure whose was the better chance, actually. Alex with the header or Edmilson with the half volley. Here's Duffy. Bellamy. Bellamy thought he was fouled.
Yeah, I thought he was as well. I think it was Alex who just tried to block him off from running into the channel. Craig Bellamy, as always, just having a word with the assistant referee.
Edmilson here. Marcelo. Oh, Julio Baptista beautifully away from Giggs, and then horribly over the bar and wide.
You get a little bit lucky there. Carl Robinson come flying in behind him.
Oh, his first touch was supreme, his second was dreadful. For Robert Earnshaw to try and show tonight. He was left out of the side that lost to the Czech Republic. Ryan Giggs played up front, or just off Bellamy.
That's sometimes down to tactics as well, and you know, as I said before, Craig Bellamy scored one of the opportunities he had. It could have been a different game.
Kaka. Julio Baptista. Maicon forward. It's behind Wagner Love, away by James Collins. This is Edmilson for Brazil. Marcelo, Ronaldinho. Through the legs of Marcelo to Kaká. If Wagner Love had kept his feet there, he just might have had a chance to get onto the pass.
I've seen a little bit of Wagner Love for CSKA, and this kind of player likes to back into four defenders.
Mistake by Nyatanga. That is Wagner Love claiming a corner. Goal kick is given.
Yeah, he likes to back into defenders. He's small, he's a Romario type of player, and just takes a snapshot here. I don't think it takes a deflection, but it's an opportunity for him. As Dunga said, if you've got the shirt, you've got a chance to keep it.
Well, the chest of Louis Nyatanga, Wales number 6 there, already stained with sweat. It was his mistake. Robinson. And Collins forward, looking for Earnshaw. Bellamy's in the middle. Simon Davis getting forward. Still Earnshaw, still got Louis Zhao for company. And he's won a throw.
Good play from Robert Earnshaw. Luciao just running into the channels, and that's what I said. You've got two small guys against two really big, tall central defenders. If Wales can get the ball onto the deck, into Earnshaw's feet and Bellamy's feet, they've got a chance to cause problems.
Here he is, Earnshaw. Robinson. Bale. Bellamy. Two for company, Maicon and Julio Baptista. And it was at least one too many. John Toshak's second spell, of course, in charge. His heaviest ever defeat as Wales manager was actually in that one-game spell he had back in '94 when they were beaten 3-1 by Norway. That's Collins forward for Giggs, and there's a bit of a gap there too. Ryan Giggs to Earnshaw, Bellamy's there too. Bounced up off the defender Alex onto Bellamy. It was a clear opportunity, and Earnshaw and Bellamy debate amongst themselves just who got in whose way.
There's a great chance. There's an excellent run from Ryan Giggs, and it's a great diagonal ball. This is what some problems Brazil sometimes fail to deal with. Long balls into the box. They just both get in each other's way. There's nothing positive about Robert Earnshaw's touch to get himself a shooting opportunity.
This is Nyatanga. And Gavidon. Now there's a player in Gavidon who has really matured over the last 2 or 3 years into a mainstay of this Welsh team, and of course West Ham's team too.
Absolutely. He's been there around a long time for everyone to see. Alan Pardew's taking a chance, and I think it's paid off for him.
Ronaldinho, two around him, still got it into Wagner Love, back to Ronaldinho.
It's a misplaced pass, but I think Ronaldinho's looking for Maicon to get forward and exploit that space once Julio Baptista moves forward and creates it.
This is Giggs. He's onside. Earnshaw in the middle, Bellamy with the ball at his feet. His first touch wasn't really there, was it, Mark? Took him too close to the byline.
It was neither one or the other, was it? And then the delivery. You know, that's two relatively decent opportunities to create something they've had.
Wagner Love here to Kaká. Ronaldinho has got in behind Duffy. Waits and waits, and here comes Marcelo. All just in front of Wagner Love. Paul Jones wasn't sure whether to come or stay.
In the end, you have to say he did the right thing and stayed, but good play, lovely movement of the ball for Brazil, as we expect.
Would you agree with me, Mark, that on the evidence of what we saw on Sunday against Argentina, Brazil actually looked a better side without some of the elder statesmen who have been great players and whose farewell was the World Cup? I mean, when you look at Cicinho coming in at right back instead of Cafu,
yeah.
Change of left back, of course, and no Ronaldo.
The old always have to make way for the new, Stephen. When the time's right, you have to change things around, and the result against probably his biggest competitor, was emphatic in the end, but there was a spell in the second half where Argentina played some very good football and deserved really to get back in the game. And that just shows you the quality Brazil have, punishing you in the counter-attack.
Wales have a free kick. That's Dudu who conceded it.
They always look like they've got time and space, and you know, I think he'll learn a lot from the game as well. You know, they'll take the DVD away and watch the movement and the touch and how they get the fullbacks forward and create extra man in midfield.
Well, Luizão's given it away to Ryan Giggs, who plays it into Earnshaw. Beautifully, Earnshaw, good save.
What a save.
It's an awful mistake by Luizão, which started it. Gomez made the save. Lovely ball into Earnshaw by Ryan Giggs. Brazil are lucky here.
Yeah, it doesn't show it, it just gives it away. I think it's Edmilson. He gives it away. Creates a great scoring opportunity and really should score from there, Earnshaw.
That's Davis.
I think that's really encouraging, Steve, you know, that we're talking about, you know, all the flair of Brazil, but it's about creating goal-scoring opportunities. Ryan Giggs just nips in here, Edmilson just gets caught napping. That opens everything up, gets it out to his feet really well, and there, I don't think he connects with it well. I think he stubs it into the ground a little bit. Great back heel from Giggs. There you go, out to his feet. Does he look up to the keeper? No, keeps his head down. Oh, it's a side foot, he didn't really catch it. But I think from that position there, it's a great goal-scoring opportunity.
Edmilson. I thought it was a poor ball into Edmilson by Luizão.
Well, it's the kind of balls that you expect somebody's got to be behind you.
Kaká won't reach that. Seems somehow appropriate that a team including Kaká and Dudu should be managed by Dunga. Who was a great player in his day, wasn't he, Dunga? What a fantastic
you say great players, Steve. In terms of like how Brazil play, you know, he's no Ronaldinho or, you know, Ronaldo. He was a solid, dependable, got things going, kept things moving, very simple the way he played.
You've got to have that, haven't you?
Absolutely, it's about complementing each other. I think that's what he was saying in his press conference, about all the skill and talent. He's got to work within the framework of the side, to the side's benefit, not just showboating.
Edmilson. It was always rising when he hit it, but it still had Paul Jones scampering to his left.
You can see a picture there of Ryan Giggs. We can see him, and he's the man who comes out and closes down here. And what he's saying to the central defenders, I'm in midfield, I'm trying to work hard in midfield. Somebody's got to come out and get close to this guy. The three of you marking one forward.
Edmilson. Marcelo. Ronaldinho to Kaká. Into Wagner Love by Mike on. It's still Wagner Love, now it's Kaká. Came off James Collins. And it's a corner as the communication broke down between Gareth Bale and Paul Jones.
I think Paul Jones shouts him to leave it, and if Gareth Bale just steps back a little bit to leave it, I think it hits him on the foot and spins forward.
Brazil have 7 inside the penalty area. Wales have everyone except Earnshaw. Kaká with a little flick which came off the heel, I think, of Dudu and behind for a goal kick.
Ryan Giggs just having a word with Paul Jones there, talking about that unnecessary corner. But you know, the view from where we've got, Steve, we're right up here in the crow's nest, and we can see all the pitch. The beautiful thing about watching Brazil from here is when they're in possession, nobody's standing still. Everybody's moving and making angles and just clearing space for other players to run into.
Here's Earnshaw. Marcelo. This is Luizão. Wales will be too unhappy about the first, getting on 20 minutes. They've had one clear goal-scoring opportunity, and this is Davis, and this is Bellamy. Duffy, Robinson, Bellamy, Davis. Bellamy will chase, Dudu is there too. Love. I think you'd expect that possession stat, so 2/3 Brazil. Goal kick, well played, James Collins.
It's the old adage of, you know, it's all right saying you've had more possession. It's about goal-scoring opportunities, and I think you said Wales have obviously been sitting back and soaking up, but then they've had an opportunity to break, they broke, and they created an opportunity, well, the best opportunity so far.
And here's Duffy. Davis, Robinson, Bellamy, Giggs. Space on that left side. Gareth Bale is there. Earnshaw in the middle, Bellamy in the middle. Ryan Giggs arriving now. I think he's been bright and positive down that left-hand side, Gareth Bale.
Absolutely. Imagine, you know, start of your career playing against Brazil. Plenty to take away from this.
First touch, and Gabidon, all credit to him. He deserves the pat on the back from Paul Jones, because he knew where Wagner Love was, and he knew he had to do something with this.
You can see Wagner Love is just at the top of the screen. Gabidon's in the screen. He knows he's behind him, and he knows he can't afford to let that ball go. He's at full stretch, and he does ever so well to put it out.
Brazilian corner. Ronaldinho. Well, Paul Jones would have punched it, but for the intervention of Collins.
Just one of those situations where you're attacking the ball, you get a call from the keeper, and you're not sure whether to leave it or not. And if you're not sure, the best thing to do is do what he's done and put it out.
Ronaldinho, that's Carl Robinson, and that's a corner, is it? No, it's a goal kick.
I think it was touched. It was Dudu. Poked it off him.
Well, there he is, Gareth Bale. He's only winning his second cap for Wales today. Made his debut back in March against Trinidad and Tobago in a friendly just pre-World Cup. He was only 16 at the time. He's only 17 now. Southampton full-back, and he started nicely in this game.
I think he's the youngest player to play for Wales, isn't he?
Yes, he is, yeah.
And, you know, talking to some of the, obviously, our Welsh counterparts, you know, high hopes for him. And, you know, he says he's good, he's composed on the ball. And from what I've seen so far, you know, I have to agree. I think the refs just give a free kick and it was played on there.
Lewin Nyatanga is also 17. Gareth Bale was around about 180 days younger when he made his debut than Nyatanga. But that's John Toshak's policy.
Yes, you look at the majority of this side, you know, apart from Jones and Giggs, everyone's in their 20s. You know, it's around about 26, 21, 18, 25, Earnshaw. So, you know, he's trying to make a side for the future. But the important thing, Steve, you've got to be playing at top flight. I think there's 6 of this team in the Premiership.
Ronaldinho. Maicon here. Julio Baptista ahead of him. That's Kaká. Gabidon read it.
You can just see Ronaldinho. We can see him anyway. You just say to Maicon, give me the ball. I'm inside, I'm free, give me the ball. That's one thing they didn't do against against Argentina Sunday. Didn't waste it.
Dudu. Marcelo. Nicely done, Marcelo. Wagner Love, Kaká in the middle. Julio Baptista forward, Kaká wants it, instead it's Dudu. Maicon. Good run this by Maicon. Tackled by Carl Robinson.
One thing Brazil do when they haven't got possession, they win it back. They split and get a good shape and width on the pitch, and the width usually comes from the fullbacks.
That's Arsenal's new face, Julio Baptista. Can play almost as a right winger, or he can play as a central midfielder too, topping up just left centre midfield at the moment. Might even play alongside Gilberto Silva sometimes for Arsenal. Here's Kaká into Ronaldinho. James Collins has conceded a free kick against Brazil, 5 yards outside their own penalty area. That's not a good idea.
Well, this is exactly where Ronaldinho wants it. He backs in, just drags the ball obviously to his left-hand side. James Collins, he knows he's beaten and trips over Ronaldinho and gives him an absolutely golden opportunity to display his free kick skills.
I'll tell you what, watch the cameras pop behind Paul Jones' goal when this free kick comes in. Ronaldinho over it, Julio Baptista there as well. If Ronaldinho doesn't take this, I'd be very surprised. Paul Jones has lined up about 8 in the wall. It's Ronaldinho. Might have been blinded by the flashbulbs popping, but I don't think so.
He takes his time, doesn't he? He concentrates, he focuses on that ball. He's talking to the groundsman before the game, and they said that he was practicing free kicks yesterday at the top end. You know, he must have took 50. I said, well, that's why he's so good at it. And they were concerned about the condition of the pitch.
Well, that's what free kick specialists do. I remember hearing that Gianfranco Zola at Chelsea used to have one of those fake walls of metal defenders and 2 youth team goalkeepers, one on either post, and used to beat the lot of them time and time again.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
If you can beat the wall and 2 goalkeepers, you are good at free kicks. Short. Robinson. Marcelo. Ronaldinho. Wagner Love. Beautiful ball too, Julio Baptista. And didn't Gareth Bale do well? He got a really important touch. Ryan Giggs here in the spot of bother with Ed Mielsen on his shoulder. Giggs is canny enough to escape the shackles of Ed Mielsen and get Simon Davis going. And Bellamy wants it, and wants it early. Wants it in behind Alex. Davis hasn't played it there. Now he plays it to Bellamy and overplays it.
Well, I sympathise with Bellamy there as a former striker, because he wants that ball when he wants it, the timing of his run. He's trying to run in behind, and you can see him, he wants him behind here. Now all of a sudden he's got to stay on side, and now Simon Davis just gives him too much to do. Yeah, you can see Bellamy opens his shoulders up, now he's looking along the line, he knows he can't go any further, and that ball's just got too much weight on it. It's a wasted opportunity.
This is Alex. Dudu. Davis with him. Dudu shrugged off him. Wagner Love. Robinson tried to scrap it away. Took a couple of challenges in the end. Here's Kaká. Ed Mielsen. Ronaldinho. Kaká. The other thing about Brazilian sides, which always seems to be true, apart from all the cliches about how fantastic on the ball they are, they're almost to a man physically tall, aren't they? They're a tall team, and we're standing just alongside Kaká in the tunnel around about an hour before kickoff, you know, and he's a tall man.
Everybody's tall to you.
That is partly true, Mark.
Yeah, great physical specimens, aren't they? You know, they came out for warm-up and you just look, you know, everything's right. You know, none of them carrying any weight. Just look really, really great specimens. And they're very fit, very athletical. As I said before, from where we are, we can just see the movement in the team. Everybody's running and looking over the shoulder, constantly looking for space. You know, but they're finding it hard to break Wales down.
Played nearly half an hour here.
Yeah.
Maicon of Inter Milan into Kaká. Marcelo. Bale backpedaling, Maicon's ball dealt with by Collins. Be a corner.
dealt with very well, James Collins. He's just covering his defensive partner there and his teammate, Danny Gabidon.
Some threat in there, isn't there? Nielsen, the captain's armband, but in front of him is Dudu. Behind him is Luizao and Alex and Wagner Love as well. Kaka who got the final touch on it.
Yep. That swinging corner, and that's very hard to mark somebody when that ball is at the near post. He's at the near post there, you can see him, then he comes off the post and out towards the penalty spot. He's just having his shirt tugged there, I think, from Robinson. He doesn't manage to get a really good contact on it. There he is, just having his shirt tugged. Can't keep it on target.
Brazil wanted to play this game tomorrow, having played on Sunday, but John Toshak is off to Bratislava, I understand, tomorrow to watch Slovakia play. They are Wales' next opponents in Euro 2008 qualifying, so Wales insisted on Tuesday or not at all. Marcelo. And the Samba beat starts up for the first time. Maicon. Ronaldinho. Bale across. Hasn't dealt with him yet. He has now. That's a feather in his cap. About 3,000 Welshmen stand and applaud Gareth Bale.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Dudu. Kaka. Did well Simon Davis. Kaka finds Marcelo. Ronaldinho. Ed Nielsen. Took a deflection, I think. Corner given.
Good play, good movements. As I said before, lots of changing of positions from the Brazilians. You can just see Ronaldinho tees it up. And it's Robinson again who closes the ball down as quick as he can, just comes off his heel.
Again, Wales pack the penalty area. Ronaldinho to take the corner. Oh, it's cut right the way through. This is Luizao. James Collins hurled himself in the way.
Everybody got caught going forward, didn't they? They all ran forward, and look at this, he's free at the far post, but as you said, James Collins, great defending, closed the ball quickly and threw himself at it. You know, looking at the situation, I think John Toshak will be really pleased with the players. I don't think they've been overawed, they haven't been starstruck, they've worked hard defensively, they broke forward and created opportunities. Two front boys are working really hard. There's, you know, lots of positives.
Shaw will reflect on that chance, which was saved by Gomez in the Brazilian goal. Still remains the best chance of the game. Dudu. Dudu, one of three in the squad who play their football in Russia with CSKA. Ed Nielsen. Julio Baptista. Oh, beautifully done. Well saved by Paul Jones, but Arsenal fans will be licking their lips at the step over. Well, that was a little bit tight.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Wales have a throw.
Good play. You know, it's coming in offside. This is a lovely little step over there. You just see Danny Gabidon loses him. He hits the target and works the goalie. And you know, at Seville, he had a great goal-scoring record. I think it was 50 goals in 2 seasons. His nickname, La Bestia. Big, strong. I think he maybe didn't benefit from playing out of position a lot at Madrid as well, Steve.
Still scored 8 times for Real last season. He's actually on a year-long loan at Arsenal.
He said he didn't want to come. It was just, the power just said, you have to go. Get on the plane.
The first to be sent packing from Madrid in similar circumstances. John Toshak amongst them, who twice coached Real Madrid. Good support from Wales. Luizao for Brazil. Dudu. Marcelo. Ed Nielsen. Julio Baptista. Good run by Mike On, but Danny Gabidon was there and had the coolness too to just knock it into the path of Gareth Bale rather than look for Rosette. This is Kaka. Oh, well done, Ryan Giggs. Bellamy. Duffy.
Duffy just got caught in two minds there. It was a good movement between Davies and Bellamy. And once he took that touch, he just delayed the pass.
Bellamy chasing Ronaldinho now. Been at Portsmouth a few years, Duffy rather, chasing Ronaldinho. Duffy's been at Portsmouth a few years. He's only ever played once for Portsmouth, was out on loan at Coventry last season. James Collins with a challenge on Kaka, which the Brazilian didn't like, but Mike Riley didn't see anything wrong.
Cruncher. Won the ball fair and square.
Here's Alex. Ed Nielsen. Beautifully done by Kaka. Oh, good try. Wagner Love won't get to the follow-up. It's a wonderful piece of play by Kaka in particular. Wagner Love was the other player in the 1-2. Look at this.
Well, it's beautiful. It's just the weight of the pass is excellent, but, you know, it's straight at Jones and he deals with it on the second attempt. You can just see he catches it on the volley just sweetly. It pitches in front of the goalkeeper, which usually makes it difficult.
Bellamy nicely to Davis. And Bellamy... Well, if it was a dummy intended for Earnshaw, Earnshaw didn't read it. This is Dudu. Julio Baptista. Kaka. Wagner Love just denied by Gabidon. Luizao finds his goalkeeper Gomez. Luizao, the player whose goal in Lisbon last season for his club Benfica helped knock Liverpool out of the Champions League. Marcelo. Left-back who still plays in Brazil, which is a rarity these days for Brazilian internationals. Gareth Bale in. There's a casual pass from Dudu. Giggs. Robinson at full stretch. Free kick is given.
Possession, just let him go.
Here's Duffy. Davis wants the return. Instead it's Bellamy. Duffy again. Davis, Duffy, this is nice.
Good play. Excellent play.
Really good stuff from Wales. Luizao with the clearance.
Just the weight of the passing, the movement. Look, people are making themselves available. Patient build-up. A good cross. Excellent play, byline. That's where you've got to. That's where you're going to create a lot of chances. But as you can see, there's more yellow shirts than red.
It's a Welsh throw. Giggs and Bellamy.
Earnshaw was there. Earnshaw was right in the 6-yard box. They both look at each other. You know, it's good play from Giggs, because what he does, he turns and faces the defender. The defender's got a 2-on-1 situation. Giggs slips Bellamy in. And he really, I think he should square that one.
Alex with the clearance. Ronaldinho gets the free kick from James Collins. I hope he's brought lots of shirts with him, Ronaldinho, because there's going to be a queue to get hold of one at the end. Ed Nielsen. Ronaldinho. Kaka. Still Kaka. We're all human.
Fortunately for him, on Sunday, this is a situation here. Watch Ryan Giggs, back to goal, he turns. Now the defender's got a 2-on-1. He lays Bellamy in. Watch, Earnshaw gets in front there. If he just plays that round the defender, Earnshaw's free. Good play. And this is the 1-2. And this is the area I think is crucial to scoring goals. Getting past defenders down the side of the 18-yard box and delivering crosses from that situation. You do not need to be tall. You can fire that across the 6-yard box to the small guys running in.
Kept in by Marcelo. This is Duffy. Robinson. Bellamy dispossessed by Dudu. Now Kaka. Ed Nielsen. Dudu. Julio Baptista. Ronaldinho. Good tackle, James Collins. Ronaldinho still. And Robinson. And he nutmegs Julio Baptista. And gets a free kick.
You've got to say that the team performance on Sunday is more cohesive. And you're looking at people like Ronaldinho in the team now. He demands the ball all the time, and generally the players give it to him. But sometimes he slows down the tempo of the game. You know, and it's one thing I think Dunga will look at when he's playing certain opposition. You know, look at the performance on Sunday to now.
Here's Naitanga and Gabidon. Davis. Bellamy. Duffy's forward. Bellamy tried the back heel, which was the right thing, I think. He was a little bit unlucky that it didn't come off. Marcelo with the clearance. Here's Ryan Giggs. That's a lovely play by Giggs.
Well, Duda accepts it and acknowledges it as well, giving a pat on the back. I know all about Ryan Giggs' skill. Love a little step over here. There you go. Oh, just through legs. Duda just chops him down.
Davis. Duffy. Giggs. Robinson got it all wrong. Duda looks for Ronaldinho and he couldn't take it in his stride.
There's a poor pass from Duda. Poor pass, yeah, shake of the head. All he needs there is that ball to his feet.
This has been a good Wales performance so far.
Wasted there, wasn't he?
Here he is, John Toshak. Ronaldinho. Kaka to Ed Nielsen. Dudu. Julio Baptista to Kaka. This is Maicon. Free kick given, and James Collins isn't happy about that one.
No, he's not, because, you know, Ronaldinho's great upper body strength and he backs in him here, and I think he draws the foul, he plays for it. But you just see him there, he tries to use his body strength, but to me, I think that's a foul. It's a tackle from behind. You know, he wraps his leg around, and you know against this class of player, you can't dive in.
Well, the clock says we're in the 43rd minute. This is 35 yards at least. But it's Ronaldinho. Or it might not be, it might be Alex. It is Alex. Hit James Collins, it's a corner.
Well, they're all claiming it hit James Collins on the hand. It was a decent strike there, wasn't it? Straight run, James Collins. I think it clearly hits him on the head.
Yep. Ronaldinho's corner, well dealt with by Collins. Ed Nielsen. Bellamy in, Earnshaw is there, and Bellamy. Red shirts getting forward, Earnshaw getting forward, Davis getting forward, Bale too, and Giggs. This is Bellamy. And Marcelo concedes the corner.
No, I think against, was it Czech Republic the other day, I think Craig Bellamy's reluctance to go down on his left foot, I think sometimes he won't create many opportunities, because at that stage there, he needs to go down his left side and cross with his left foot. He insists on coming in on his right foot.
Davis, Giggs. It wasn't a bad idea, but 3 in red were left in there. Here's Kaka. Ronaldinho.
Poor. No, it's really poor, that is. Working hard to keep the ball up front.
Here's Kaka, though. Cleverly into Wagner Love, who's offside. Offside, flag was up straight away.
Yeah, I think it was a yard. It was excellent play from Kaka and Ronaldinho. There, he cuts it back. You can clearly see he's a yard offside. Great finish, though. He doesn't know the flag's gone up at that moment.
Sean Proctor-Green, the referee's assistant, in a perfect position, and absolutely right.
Spot on. Would have been an injustice as well for Wales to go in 1-0 down at this stage.
Here's Collins, he's played well.
They've grown in confidence as the game's gone on. They've used the ball better. I think it's fair to say that Brazil have allowed them to have the ball in positions, without too much pressure. But you still have to pass it and play well and get good movement, and that's what they've done.
Ed Milson conceded a free kick. Ryan Giggs. It's a free kick for Wales against Luisao, right on the edge of the penalty area, who fouled Bellamy.
Good shooting opportunity here. So few can do it as well, Davis and Giggs. And it's a long diagonal ball from Ryan Giggs, and I don't think he's happy, because I think Craig Bellamy runs in the back of him. I think if the referee has a look from the situation, he doesn't know Craig Bellamy's behind. Craig Bellamy runs into the back. Yeah, there's Luciao. He's saying he's watching the ball. I can't see you, you're behind. Here's the ball. He doesn't know he's behind there. Bellamy's in the back of him. They ankles clash. I think the referee's got it wrong.
Well, the replay clearly showed that Luisao was watching the ball. But Wales won't be too concerned if they score with this. This could be the last touch of the first half too. 1 minute of stoppage time was indicated and 1 minute's been played. And presumably one of those 6 is going to have a go at goal.
I was just going to say, there's a bit of keenness to get on this free kick. All of a sudden everybody's a free kick taker.
Gareth Bale, Ryan Giggs, Bellamy and Earnshaw all there. It's going to be Giggs, isn't it? It is, it's Giggs, it's a corner.
Wall stood firm, didn't it?
Well, it is just about time to take the corner, I think. Giggs is going to take it. Bellamy. Davis. Wales are going to run out of time here.
Unbelievable.
That is the half-time whistle.
Well, they must know, they're aware there's a big clock in the stadium, that, they're in time added on. Get the ball into the back post. Collins has come up. And, well, I think decent half, Steve.
Yeah.
Really decent half.
Wales have done well. Robert Earnshaw's had the best chance of the game. Not just the best Wales chance of the game, the best chance of the game. Alex for Brazil had a headed opportunity early on, but Wales have more than played their part in this game. And at half-time at White Hart Lane, it's Brazil 0, Wales 0.